Yeah, the ribbon seems excellent. I'm just looking at the B seat sideboards. I'm just trying to figure out what Yasuoka does. I don't even know if he can bring out enough cards.
Figure out while you're at it. Figure out what Zampier does against a resolved Simic Sky Swallower.
But I mean, we know what he does. He either plays his own or he dies.
That's probably what Zampier is digging for with that compulsive research. Discard.
And he does have 4 of them. I mean, he can stay alive with ribbons, on some other stuff maybe, but doesn't. That's just a delaying tactic. Skeletal Vampire doesn't do much against it because of the trample. He doesn't have it.
Simic Sky Swallower crunching over.
Like 20, 12.
Kaji's still at 20. His opponent falls to 12. Oh, I guess he put a land into play on tap. It's actually going to cost him a whole turn. Difference between 20 and 18 is big against the 6/6. Sounds like Shoto Yasuoka doing his best to bring his curve down, sideboarding, and brought in Spell Snare against Willie Edel.
I was wondering if he was going to bring in his Painting Banshees.
Huh.
But,
not that many 2/2s though, Metal. It's mostly like Watch Wolves, Burning
and
Swamp,
it really just hits
Bubbling
birds.
Swamps.
It hits birds.
I think it's Celestia Guildmage.
And Celestia Guildmage. That's about all it hits. That doesn't seem very exciting, actually. So yeah, Face Fetters. And he could conceivably want a Pontiff to deal with tokens from the Guildmage, but the Guildmage hasn't seemed to have made many tokens today.
Another Caryatid. Zampier continues to dig. Now Kaji has the ability to counter a Simic Sky Swallower, right?
Kaji does have 4 Void Slimes.
He didn't do much last turn except play a land and attack. He's sitting on untapped mana. If he's got a Void Slime, he's in great shape to take a game on behalf of Kajiharu 80. There's Sky Swallower. Crunching over. There goes
an interesting
half
card
of
that
Zampier.
Kaji has is also his Clutch of the Undercity, and he could actually
deal the last 3 that
he
way.
could deal the last 3 that way, and he could also sort of set Zampier back on his mana by bouncing a Karoo and keeping him away from the critical.
All right,
critical
Celso
land.
Zampier needs to come up with an answer to Simic Sky Swallower this turn, or he's going to be down a game.
I'm predicting Ribbons of Night on a. No, it's got something.
It's like Sky Swallower mana. There it is.
There's
the Void Slime, and there's the game. Kaji wins. All right, Kaji puts 1 on the board for the Japanese. The Brazilians took 2 game 1s. Kaji took this one for Japan. We'll move back over to, let's go back to Table C. Check in on the Saito struggling with his Rakdos Boros hybrid against the Orzhov of Damo DeRosa.
Saito really has to feel the pressure here. He has to know that if Kaji is going to be in a position to pull something out, they know they all identified Yasuoka's matchup as being the worst on the team.
Active Dark Confidant for Tomoharu Saito. 13 to 16. Tough. 6. What did he hit that he's already down to 13?
Can only imagine.
And there's the Pontiff. Down goes Dark Confidant. Here's a Char from Tomoharu Saito.
Saito's on the burn plan.
11 to 12.
Looks like, from what I can gather, Saito has a fistful of burn. I see a helix, and I think I see the letter X.
10 to 12.
There's a
Belfry Spirit joining Orzhov Pontiff.
Actually important which tokens Paolo uses.
And yep,
13.
Saito is in Domyu mode. Lightning Helix drops Damadorosa to 9. Buys Saito 3 more points of life as well.
I think he's also holding Lizolda.
He's got Seal of Fire, Lizolda, Demon Fire, and one other card, which I think is another Helix.
So he's got
That's
the
a
burn
lot.
in
He
hand.
How much red mana does he have, though?
He's one
Looks
short
like
on the
one.
X spell.
He's also only got 1 red mana, so
Right.
he can't do multiple things in a turn right now. But if he helixes Damadorosa down to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a Karu or a dual land? On Saito's side of the board.
It looks like a Carnarium in the far corner, but
Is it a Carnarium?
no, that is a
The
Blood
Blood
Crypt.
Crypt and a Basilica or a Godless Shrine?
I'm almost certain that's Godless Shrine.
So he's only got the ability to Demon Fire for 3. Now here's Pontiff. Paolo recognizes that he just needs to attack as quickly as possible. He's eventually going to get fried. He doesn't have that much. He doesn't have life gaining. He doesn't have permission. He just needs to deal 20 as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Puzzle.
All right, the Pontiff
Okay,
is resolved.
Pontiff gives everybody a little pulse. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8.
That should be 9.
9 damage. Dropping Saito to 4. I suspect Lightning Helix is going to happen. Is it possible for Saito to deal the last 6 fast enough? He dies to the next attack, right?
He just gained 3.
So
Is that absolutely necessary?
he has a seal and a charm in his
He
hand.
needs another red mana.
Yeah,
He
needs the
doesn't
red
need to
mana.
rip the Lightning Helix. He needs to rip the red to cast the burn spell.
Saito actually has plenty of burn in his hand. He's just having trouble unloading it all. Only 1 red mana to work with this game.
That looks red, but is it a Carnarium or a Blood Crypt?
Yeah, he drew a red double land.
You got to be more specific when you pray for a top deck. You
Play
can't
Skill
just ask
Fire.
for
Oh,
elixirs.
comes into play tapped? Why did he not pay 2 life and try him? What am I missing?
Oh, that was the Blood Crypt.
What am I missing? Palavito Damadorosis at 6, right? Because are you sure he has a
I
char
don't
in
believe he
his
has a char.
I never saw a char.
No,
So.
the card that's in his hand is, I believe, the
Fire.
next spell, Demon Fire.
Okay, so no char.
But with Plagued Rusalka, no? There's no Plagued Rusalka.
Is that Seal of Fire good enough to keep Saito alive for a turn?
He really needs it to kill Follow, though.
Well, he's going to get attacked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right?
Yes. No, 7.
7.
Right, 2 2s and 3 1s.
Deck phase?
What's the card
Oh
he
my
held
goodness.
back?
Damadorosa can kill his own Pontiff here.
What's the card he held back?
It's a Pontiff, right? Couldn't he kill his own Pontiff?
Yes,
Oh,
kill
he has
one
to kill
Pontiff
2.
and then the creature that
Oh,
he,
right. He couldn't kill
he
2.
haunts it onto.
Yeah, there's a Signet. Damadorosa setting up for the guaranteed kill next turn. He's not going to get beat by a haze creature. He's not going to lose the Solifuge. Demon Fire. And a seal. There it is. Saito
Nicely done.
manages to burn his opponent out and take game 2. Wow. Oof. Let's move to the B match now. Let's see how Willie Edel and Shuta Yasaoka are doing. So that match, Saito said he needed, what's the word for Miracle?
Kiseki.
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 He only needs
I'm
one
sure
more
I'm still saying it
Kiseki.
incorrectly. Yes. They're 2/3 of the way there.
All right, what's going on here between Edel and Yasaoka? Edel has got a zoo deck that seems really powerful against control.
This is as good a board as
Yasaoka,
Yasaoka can expect.
bunch of land, and
Bunch of land and not a lot of threats on the other side of the table.
that's a Sun Forger, but no creatures.
Correct. There's a Court Hussar for Yasaoka.